Okay. Thanks for being here today. Please tell me your name and affiliation.
My name's Maria Hayden and I'm the co-founder and COO of Bandwagon.
Great, and tell us a little bit about Bandwagon.
So Bandwagon is a platform that allows promoters and festival organisers and venues to post their genre and location gig slots, or shows here in America, that bands, artists and DJ can then apply for.
Great. And you're here for what reason?
We're here mainly because we launched a year ago, and already about 5% of our base rate have signed up from America. Some of those which want to come and play shows over in the UK, and some of which have signed up thinking that they can use our platform to get shows in America. And so when I let them know, unfortunately, not yet, we're not quite set up for it. We've had some lovely emails saying, people, we like your model, we like the way you work, please do come and roll this out. And I think for me, I mainly deal with working with the promoters and the festival organisers. Just recently, for example, we had a promoter from the House of Blues in LA post up his gigs. Same thing, I emailed saying, unfortunately, we're not quite there yet. And he sent back a lovely email saying that he really liked our ethos, the way we work. We're very artist friendly. And also, we really, my co-founder Stan and I, we come from a background of promoting. So we've built a back end that really deals with cutting down your time and managing vast amounts of applications.
Sounds like the market's pulling you here as opposed to you trying to just push your platform.
Yes, I mean, it really was. We always knew when we started up that we would want to grow, and certainly the US would be a market we wanted to approach. But it's come a lot faster than what we anticipated, and that's no problem for us. You know, Stan and I are both very passionate about music, and we're very passionate about helping provide a service that makes the whole process easier for everyone that works in the live music sector. So if we get the opportunity to do that abroad as well as in the UK, that's great.
So as a female entrepreneur, do you see any differences?
I don't. If there are, I wouldn't allow myself to see it. You know, okay. I am so into what we're doing with Bandwagon, and that none of that makes any difference to me. I push hard, and it doesn't matter that I'm female at all.
Do you think there's actually opportunities for more females to be entrepreneurs?
Absolutely. I know over in the UK, and I've spoken to a few ladies over here in the US over the past couple of days, where there's lots of support networks, there's lots of opportunities for women helping each other out, passing on contacts. So I think it can be an absolute benefit.
That's great to hear. So as you're moving forward in this next year, what are some key things for you and the business? For me and the business,
for me personally, it's keeping. As I keep saying this, but I really am a music lover, and it's keeping up the balance of working in music and continuing to go out and enjoy music.
Right.
So that's
perhaps sometimes too much of a good thing.
Yes. So that's why I've got to get the right balance. Yeah.
And what kind of music do you love?
That sounds quite cliche, but quite eclectic.
Yeah.
I like my indie rock,
mm-hmm.
as well as I quite like sort of rave music, all sorts, classical music.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like there's a resurgence in the English music scene again globally.
Yes, yeah, there definitely seems to be that. We've noticed that just from working on the Bandwagon side of things. What's quite nice about the way that we work at Bandwagon is we're not just a platform. We actually have an educational side of it. We use our own expertise and connections in music to help out our artists. We also get artists that have done quite well to come in, as well as managers, to help educate the people that come onto our platform. Because what's different about Bandwagon is we work with promoters that put on shows in their local bar or pub, up to big festivals, which means that we attract artists from their very first gig. So, you know,
mm-hmm.
very night, how do they get their first gig? What should I do next? So, yeah, we try to help support them and educate them.
Do you think those artists themselves are entrepreneurial, or are they just small business owners? And their business happens to be music?
I think you get both. You definitely get both. I've met artists, I've met bands that have somebody in their band that are certainly quite business-minded, and they treat their band like a business, which works quite well. And then you meet those that are more entrepreneurial with their approach. So they have the business side, but they also have an absolute enthusiasm that there's no stopping them. So yeah.
That's great. It seems like your platform is becoming very innovative.
Yes.
And innovation seems to be a constant, innovation and creativity.
Yes.
You're bringing this to the market that's already creative.
Yes. My background, my personal background, as well as working in live music, I started out as an actor. So I've always been quite creative in the way that I work, in my processes, and that's why Stan and I work quite well. I am sort of, I'm very out there and creative, and Stan's very pragmatic in his own creative way. So bringing the two forces together actually works extremely well. What's quite interesting as well is Stan and I are both non-technical founders, and there were many people at the beginning that saw that as being a huge problem. We never saw it as a problem. We got on, we've pushed everything all the way, and what's happened is we do now have a CTO, and he came on board because of our enthusiasm, and he wanted to work with us. So our team is building through people that believe in what we're doing and have that same sort of creativity and problem solving.
And building that team, how difficult is it?
Well, for us, we've met different people along the way, and I've now worked out you meet some people. We've met some people that see the opportunity of Bandwagon as something that they want to use themselves, and then we meet some people that believe in what we're doing with Bandwagon, and they want to be part of that, and they want to be part of helping move it forward and change the way that live booking works in music.
So tell me, if you have one goal for this year for what you want to do within the business, what would that be? My
own personal goal is, as I say, I deal more with going out and doing the deals with festivals and promoters. So we've got 10 festivals on board for the UK for this summer. So by the end of this year, I want 10 festivals on board outside of the UK for next year.
Well, we would love to see one of those here in Austin, Texas. Thanks
Lovely.
for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Take care.